Hey everyone, I'm back with the easiest makeup tutorial ever, day-to-day natural makeup. Firstly, starting with my 24-hour Hydra Payot moisturising cream. Make sure when you're moisturising that you're doing it in an upwards motion. Don't ever drag the skin down the way. This will help prevent fine lines and wrinkles. Now I'm using my Nars Radiant Longwear foundation. This foundation is my absolute favourite and I honestly can't see past it. Now I'm placing the foundation on my skin with a beauty blender. Then I'm just bouncing the product into the skin, trying not to drag. Don't worry too much about getting the product underneath the eyes. We are going to put on concealer next. Now I'm using the Nars Pot Concealer in the shade Custard. I'm going to put this underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my forehead, Cupid's bow and chin, just all the areas that I would like to brighten. Trying to use the same actions as before, bouncing the product into the skin with a beauty blender. Now I'm using the MAC Studio Fix Cream Stick in NC60. I'm using this to contour, so I'm going to apply it to my cheekbones, my jawline and my forehead. Same again, using a beauty blender and bouncing that product into the skin. Now you need to make sure here that you are blending the product right back into the hairline so there's no gaps. Now I'm going to use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Using a beauty blender again to apply the product, starting with underneath the eyes. Now I'm just using a little bit of the powder to slightly contour my nose. Now I'm just using a nice fluffy brush to make sure that there's no excess powder, and this will also help to blend it in really nicely too. Here I'm just using the same powder again with a bigger brush and just setting the skin. Notice I'm focusing on the T-zone area to help prevent this getting oily. Now I'm using the MAC Mineralize Skin Finish powder in the shade Give Me Sun. This product is a definite must buy. You'll notice I use it to contour just now, and I'll also be using it on the eyes later on. This product is also helping set the skin and giving you a nice matte finish. With a smaller brush, I'm just going over my nose slightly just to give a little contour again. Same product again, I'm going to use it on my eyes like an eyeshadow. I'm just going to blend it into my crease and all over my lid. Nothing too fancy, this is just a very chill, easy day-to-day look. I'm using a pencil brush now with the same product, just underneath my lash line, just sketching back and forth, and this will finish off the eyes nicely. Now time to sort out those eyebrows. I'm going to use the MAC Brow Pencil in the shade Spiked. Firstly, I'm going to brush the hair into the position that I want. Then I'm going to take the pencil side and I'm going to draw some hair strokes in the gaps in my brows. Notice that I do have quite a few gaps. This is with over waxing when I was really young back in the day into really horrible thin brows. Thank God for brow pencils. Now I'm using the MAC blusher in the shade Dainty. Now I'm using the Doll Beauty highlighter in the shade Shine Bright. I always go for a goldy tone highlighter on myself. Now time for mascara. I'm using the MAC Black Dimension waterproof mascara. This mascara does not budge. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Brightening Powder in the shade Medium. I like to apply this with a fluffy brush just everywhere that I want to brighten, especially underneath my eyes. For my lips, I'm going to use the MAC lip liner in the shade Spice. I normally go for a more brownie coloured lip liner, but just now I'm so pale, I think it's better to go for a pinky kind of colour. With this makeup being a more natural look, I'm not going to bother with lipstick. I'm just going to use my finger and blend my lip liner. Whoops, just fixing where I accidentally smudged. Nearly finished using my Minty Shine Victoria's Secret lip gloss. And finito. I hope you enjoyed this easy peasy natural makeup for sitting on your sofa during COVID-19. Stay safe everyone!